Hello and welcome back, all you beautiful souls, to Color Me Truth Tarot. So today I have a new Tell Miss Tarot pick a card, and we are going to be looking at why you're so irresistible. Why are people so drawn to you? As always, these are general readings, so please take what resonates and leave what doesn't. All my personal information is in the description box below if you'd like a personal reading or a Reiki healing session, or you just like to reach out to me for anything. We have 4 piles in front of us today. This is pile 1 with a black obsidian, amethyst, and black tourmaline pendant. It's for protection. Pile 2, we have this hematite ring or hematite ring. Pile 3, we just have a hair clip. And pile 4, we have a pure dot bracelet. So again, the topic we're looking at is what makes you so irresistible. Please tap into your intuition and just go with the object you feel most drawn to. You can take your 3 deep grounding breaths now and just quietly ask yourself, why am I so irresistible? And go with the pile or the object you feel most called to. I'm going to start with pile 1 right over here. Timestamps are posted below. Hello to the beautiful souls who chose pile 1 with this black pendant for protection. Let's see what it is about you that's so irresistible. Why are people drawn to you? Okay, so we have man holding a coin in reverse. 4th chakra, Archangel Raphael. Destiny. I'm already feeling a very powerful energy from this group, so you probably have a very attractive and magnetic energy. Memories of love. Victory and success. Trapped in fear. And then you have the 8 of Swords. It's interesting. The 7 of Pentacles. Or no. The 8 of Pentacles. And the Page of Cups in reverse. Okay, so for whatever reason with this card, I heard you're not a kid. There's something about maybe you guys are very mature, or you come off as, yeah, you're very mature, independent. You're probably very resourceful and able to deal with life on your own very well. You don't need to rely on anyone. You guys are hard workers. And I think you have your own hobbies and interests and focus. You have other focuses other than what I guess most people focus on in terms of like you're focused on your career, you're focused on your health, you're focused on your well-being, you're focused on your peace of mind, you're focused on your friendships and the relationships in your life, you're focused on your dreams, your projects, your interests. There's an energy here of you just being somebody who's independent, and that's what's very attractive about you. I feel like with the Trapped in Fear and the 8 of Swords, I'm actually hearing with the 8 of Swords, you guys are very intelligent. At times it can be to the point where you may overthink, but you are very, very intelligent. And I feel that you're able to sense people's like true intentions very well. You may have you guys may have be really good in terms of sensing energy or just sussing people out very well. And knowing if someone is good for you or not, if you should have them in your life or not, or even engage in like conversation and friendliness with them because of their energy. I feel like you guys can really tap into that and tell people's truest intentions and figure people out very quickly. With the Trapped in Fear card, I don't feel that at all for you guys. I actually feel that you Work through your fears very well, because we have that next to the victory and success card. I do feel you guys are successful people, or at least people around you look at you as very successful, somebody who's going to win and be victorious. You have this energy of just always going after what you want and getting it. You're somebody who seems to have goals and just accomplishing them, and you're, you know, improving yourself, you're developing yourself, you're always moving forward. So I don't think you get trapped in fear. You know, you're just like anybody else. You go through your moments. We may have ups and downs, highs and lows, but you work through those energies very well. You move on. You're not sitting there having a depressive episode for weeks. I'm not picking that up in this reading. Same thing with memories of love. Like, you're able to let people go and move on from your past, move on from things that didn't work out. That doesn't mean you may not go back and think about it, but it's not holding you or keeping you stuck in life. You're able to move on, progress forward, and keep toward your journey, keep fighting the good fight in a sense. With the Destiny card, there's something very powerful about you. I wouldn't be surprised if you guys are like quite spiritual. Maybe you have a ritual or a practice that you do. You're very connected to Source. I feel for a lot of you guys, you really connect to Source, to God, to whatever you believe in through your heart. You're very loving and compassionate people, and I think that's also something that makes you irresistible, is there's not a lot of people who live through their heart like you do. You're kind and compassionate and sweet, but you also have this fierceness and this strength to you. You're very, very balanced. There's something about you that may come off as angelic to people, or you're just like, if it's not angelic, it's the sense of, it's not that you're better than others. It's almost like you're coming from a higher mentality or higher mindset, a higher state of being, is what I'm picking up with the Archangel Raphael card. The way you present yourself to other people, your composure, how you interact with others, it's like you operate from a higher sense of self, or a more it's like somebody who's leveled up in life, because I do feel you're somebody who is always working on self-improvement and being the best version of yourself, that you give this energy of like, I'm operating, or I'm coming from from like a higher perspective. But it's not with ego. It's not like I'm better than you, and not at all. It's just you've done so much work on yourself that now you just operate at a certain frequency, a certain vibration that comes off as angelic, that just comes off as if it's divine. I also feel with the Destiny card, you guys are multifaceted. You may even be multi-talented and be good at many different things. You have great empathy, and you have a great ability to put yourself in other people's shoes. I really feel like you guys are healers as well. There's something, like your aura is glowing, I'm seeing from this card. You're natural healers. You guys may do Reiki, but I feel like you're just natural healers. You have a very healing quality about you. Your aura is very healing, and this is something that makes you very irresistible to people, makes people drawn to you. But because of life and bad experiences, or not the best experiences, I do see that you've had to learn to become discerning and build almost like a protective armor around yourself. Learn who to trust, who not to trust. You've learned to become very discerning in terms of energy. I also feel with this victory and success card, you guys are quite optimistic, happy people, or you try to be. You try to speak positivity into your life. Just somebody who's really trying to always uplift themselves, uplift others, inspire themselves, inspire others. You guys are natural leaders. People look up to you. I do feel you have a lot of wisdom, and with this card, it's like there's something, the way I'm picking it up is that people feel like you have something important to say. Like, whatever comes out of your mouth is wise, and it's thought over. You're not just saying things without any thought behind them. It's very profound and it's reflective. You have a great mind. You guys may also channel the divine quite a bit, even when you're just having everyday conversations with people. Like I said, I feel you're very, very connected to God. You're very connected to Source. You're very connected to the divine. You live it. You feel it everywhere. We have man holding a coin in reverse. Yeah, like I don't feel like you guys have a lot of ego. I feel like you've worked through a lot of your ego. You've worked through a lot of that inflated sense of self. You also really come off as authentic. You are who you are and you make no apologies for it. Yeah, because with this, I would almost read it as if somebody is, you know, they're holding this coin and they're trying to validate themselves by what they have. For you guys, it's not about what you have. It's like, I'm good on my own because that's who I am. You validate yourself. And it may have been a journey for you guys to do this and to get to this point, but you're finally at a place where you validate yourself and you don't really care what people think of you or their opinions of you. You're just like, well, then that's their projection on me. I am who I am. And you stand in your truth. You're very different from the average person, and this is what's very irresistible about you and what draws people to you guys. You're different, you're unique, you're authentic, you're independent. You're not depending on anybody, but you also have this huge heart and this compassion. You're wise, you're able to work through fears, you're aware, you're spiritual. You're hardworking, you're focused. You're also, if you don't already, you have, you're developing really good emotional control where you're able to just not react emotionally to situations, having better control over the emotions that come up and the feelings that come up. Recognizing that they can come up, but you don't have to identify with them and you don't have to react. You can see them, observe them, and respond, but you are the one in control. There's also something here about being methodical. So you guys may be somebody who's very methodical with what you do, taking things step by step. I'm also picking up like logic and reasoning. You may, again, with your great mind, you may be somebody who's very logical and you like to, your mind operates in a very rational way. Yeah, with you guys, something, okay, so I'm just picking, because I was thinking about like physical characteristics, because I didn't get any for you, but I'm getting with these 3 cards that your hair may be really nice, may be really beautiful, whether it's really long or it has a nice texture to it or something. Your hair is really beautiful. It's something that's attractive on you. And maybe your hands as well. Like I said, you guys could do Reiki. But that's what I'm really getting for you guys for pile 1, for why you are irresistible. It's really about who you are and you standing in your authenticity. It makes you stand out. It makes you different. And this is why people feel so drawn to you. Because you're not like everyone else. You're not following the status quo. You have your own path and you're living in it. You're embodying it. You don't care if it makes you seem eccentric or out there. It's you, and you finally accepted yourself and you're just living from that place of self-acceptance. It's very, very beautiful. And I also feel like you're not afraid to express yourself and share your truth, even if it rubs people the wrong way. You guys are also the type of people to stand up for the underdog, stand up for those who do feel trapped or lost, insecure, like they can't move forward, those who feel that they're stuck. You have a big sense of justice. Okay, so that's what I'm getting for pile 1. I hope it resonated for why you are irresistible and why people feel drawn to you. Thank you so much for watching. It was a pleasure to read for you guys, and I'm going to move on to pile 2. Hello to the beautiful souls who chose the hematite ring. Let's see what is so irresistible about you. Why are people drawn to you? Okay, we have envy. Wow. Right off the bat, people are envious of you. First chakra, Archangel Michael. Okay. For some of you guys, it may be because you have a really nice body. You take really good care of yourself, and physically you look really good. We have 6th chakra, Archangel Metatron. Contract. I'm already feeling with that card. You guys are like the no BS pile. You really don't deal with people's BS or their, like their pettiness or childishness. You've outgrown that and you don't deal with that. You have partnerships and alliances in reverse. Awareness. The Knave of Swords. The King of Swords. Wow. And the 5 of Cups. Interesting. With these 2 swords energies, you guys are definitely, you may be sharp-tongued, I'm getting. Sharp-tongued, obviously very intelligent. You guys work through your mind a lot. You may be air signs, Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. You can come off as cold to people, but I don't think you're cold. You just you're not cold, but you just see life the way it is. And I don't see you. It's like, especially with this partnership and alliances card in reverse, it's like you don't baby people, or you don't give this rose-colored glasses. You don't give that energy out. Like, I feel like you're almost a tough love kind of person because of your own life and because of what you experience in life, especially with this 5 of Cups, because of any losses and hardships and disappointments you may have had to work through. It's made you stronger, and it's made you more disciplined into the person you are now. You've learned to develop a will. You've learned to have perseverance and to work hard and to be determined, to not give up. And I just really feel that you don't really, I just feel like you've had to do it on your own, and you don't really look for support from other people. You know, a lot of your support with this awareness cards comes from yourself, and comes from your own inner being, you know, whether that's, you know, you connect to the higher self, God, spirit, the divine. It comes from yourself. Like, you really have a lot of self-reliance. You rely on yourself completely, I feel. Or if not only yourself, like, it's like very, very few people. And I feel that with the partnership and alliance card in reverse. Like, you're not somebody who's like relying on somebody. You really are independent, and you really, I don't know, you just developed this grit to do things on your own and to go at it alone. And if you fail, you know, it was because of your it was because of your inability to, you know, push yourself or work hard. You're not blaming anybody else. And again, I feel like you don't sugarcoat things. You don't baby people. You really do offer this tough love perspective, this tough love advice. Like when people want to be coddled, they don't come to talk to you because they know you're going to tell them the truth. With this first chakra Archangel Michael card, not only do I feel that you guys are physically strong, but I feel you're mentally strong. And I also feel like your aura is very strong as well. Like it seems very, very powerful. You come off as very, and we even have a sword in this card too. You come off as very straightforward, to the point, logical. Again, like I said, a little cold, reserved to yourself. But like I said, it's not that you're cold. It's just you've learned to rely on yourself so much. I feel like yeah, it's just what you know, but it's not out of a undesire to connect to people. It's just what you know. It's just how you've been living life. Now, why is this irresistible to other people? Because most people walk around the world needing validation from others, needing reassurance, needing support, and you guys don't. Not to say that it's not something you may desire or want or anything, but it's like you guys really don't. People look to you as this rock that cannot be moved, that cannot be shaken. They feel that when they're in their presence, they can do anything, that they too can be strong, they too can be tough, they too can be unshaken. For some of you guys, you may be into stoicism and practice that. I just feel like there's something very stable about you and grounded about you, that you don't get shaken easily by life. I also feel people are secretly envious of the fact that you just have so much like mental control and maybe discipline over your life and your mind. I want to get a little bit more clarification on this contract card. With the books on this card, I do feel that you are well read, possibly well cultured, and have traveled a bit. Spirit, can we please clarify the contract card? And you guys are never looking back. You always look forward. You're always looking towards the next goal. You're always striving towards better. You're very wise, and again, very, you operate on a mental level. Please, can we clarify the contract card, Spirit? Can we clarify the contract card, please? Oh my goodness, I can't make this up. We get the Queen of Swords. Wow. Okay. Contract and the Queen of Swords. Yeah, I just feel like you guys, I really do feel like you almost have a very professional or business-like approach to anything you do. And especially in terms of relationships with others, it's like it's very like professional and business-like. I do think people get the wrong impression of you a lot too. And I'm also feeling with this card, I'm hearing don't change. You know, maybe you've been told you're too cold, or you're too this or too that, but don't change is what I'm hearing from this card. I think your guides are really coming through to tell you, you know, that you're great as you are, and the way you see life and perceive life, you're offering and presenting a way of life, a certain mentality, a certain vibration, a certain state that other people can follow to go through life and to live life and really be unshaken, because there's something about you and how stable you are, how solid you are, how grounded you are, that is very, very attractive and very irresistible and draws people to you. I really feel like you guys are meant to hold this vibration, hold this this mentality and the way that you are and the way you operate in the world, to really be an example to others, or even maybe you teach and guide other people to follow the practices that you do that makes you so strong, that makes you so tough, so capable. You know, we have a lot of people in the world who put power in everything but themselves, who look to every other person but themselves, who give away control, you know, the control to other things, who let other people tell them whether they're good enough. And you guys don't do that. You've learned I feel the tough way, the hard way, to only rely on yourself. And if you do trust people, it's like you trust very few people, and they've had to earn your trust. You're a very loyal friend. Whoever you have in your life, you're very, very loyal to them. And I feel that is because you've sussed them out. You've really taken the time to be a detective and figure out, are they genuine? Are they real? Are they a good addition to my life? But yeah, that's what makes you guys so irresistible. That's what makes people drawn to you, is just how tough you are, how much you stand on your own 2 feet, and you're not looking for validation. You're not looking for anybody to support you, to corroborate you. Nothing. You really go out into the world and you're like, this is me, and nothing's gonna rock my boat. I've been through the worst of the worst, and I'm strong now, and I'm gonna continue to move through life like this. You know, you listen to your you have your own ideals, you have your own ideas, you listen to yourself, you listen to your own higher mind, and that's what helps you walk through life. You also have a lot of discipline in your life, whether it's in many things such as your health, your work, your family, whatever it is. I feel like you're somebody who's disciplined, or you try to incorporate discipline in your life. You also may, you know, have people who just have project upon you because they can't. Yeah, you may have people project upon you just because they are only seeing you at a surface level, and they're not seeing the true depth of you and your true power and what you're offering. And I also feel that there are people that are just, again, they're just jealous of you because of how strong and powerful you are. I did say earlier, you have a very strong aura, very commanding aura. Also, with the 6th chakra card, I'm hearing psychic too. So you guys may be psychic, be very intuitive. And this is something that people pick up on, probably subconsciously as well, and why they may be drawn to you. You guys may also be very good with getting your point across. I do feel you express yourself in a matter-of-fact way, and you're very clear and concise with your words. It's not jumbled, it's not confusing. You're very honest when you speak.